Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage Huntsville. Y'all know why y'all here. Anything I say is alleged, and in my very personal opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. I repeat, none of this is ever personal, you guys. So we need to talk about some things that happen in this episode. In particular, we need to discuss a portion of the Martell versus Marceau argument, in which Marceau is trying to discuss Martell's side chick and trying to, say, hey, this is your girlfriend, and this and that. And here comes Martell once again on TV, just like he did on the Tasha K interview, not claiming this side chick that was so happy to be Martell's date at the homecoming for the alumni at Alabama A&M, and was so happy to be Martell's date at the Polo Classic and everything else, and wanted to, rub it in everyone's face. And I said, Martell does this all the time. He'll bring his side chick out like a show pony when he wants to make it seem like he's all moved on and happy and good to go, and it's all for show. And some of you eat it up, and I don't know why. The same thing that he would do with Sheree, would show up to events with Sheree, make it seem like him and Sheree were more than what it was, and even had Carlos King really trying to sell their relationship, only for the court documents to reveal it was nothing more than a business relationship, you guys. But nonetheless, Martell said in front of all those people and told all of you in front of the world once again, denouncing any relationship of any sort with this side chick. And Martell said he hasn't had a girl in 4 or 5 years. So I would presume that the last woman he's claiming is his ex-wife Mel and potentially Sheree Whitfield. Because it seems as though despite his protests on social media when he goes into those rants and cusses out Carlos King and says to show his real life on the show, despite his protests, every opportunity on camera when this side chick is brought up, he denounces her. He calls her a peasant. He does all these things, right? But then on the flip side, when he wants to try to, present a certain narrative and make it seem like he's moved on and make it seem like he's not still obsessed with his ex-wife, he brings out the side chick and makes it look like, he's moved on. Everything's all good. Things are finally going to be serious all of a sudden. And I'm thinking to myself, what's serious? That you've been acknowledged the couple of times a year that this happens? Only for Martell to tell everyone else and anyone who will listen that you're not his girlfriend, and told Tasha K, who has 1 million subscribers, that after all of these years, 10 years and counting, that you guys are just friends and, quote, still getting to know each other. And you would not call her your girlfriend. So, like I've been saying, Martell does not respect this side chick. Martell does not think highly of this side chick. Martell, I would think, to an extent, maybe also resents her somewhat, right? Martell was on the mission to find his next Melody Sheree Rogers, right? And it was alleged that Sheree Whitfield from Real Housewives of Atlanta was not the first housewife Martell allegedly reached out to, that it was in fact Kenya Moore. Right? And then also Candy Burris, when Candy Burris was on Real Housewives of Atlanta and we were dealing with the Martell and Sheree of it all, made that allegation that there was another woman in Atlanta that Martell was actually dealing with, right? Remember that business lady? So again, Martell is rumored with every single woman in the world, except for the side chick, right? But all he has to do is, like I said, once, twice, maybe 3 times a year if you're lucky, is post a picture or have her post a picture of them out somewhere and you guys eat it up.
you guys eat it up and you're like, see, he's out and happy and he's moved on. And I'm thinking to myself, well, where has he moved on if he has a active no contact order against his ex-wife? If the judge put in place a no contact order, and not only that, recently has escalated the no contact order to not be any direct or no direct contact with Mel. Can somebody make it make sense? How obsessed are you that you, after 4 or 5 years since you've been divorced, you can't let go? And you're offended personally that you can't have any contact with Mel. To the point you're still going to contact her anyways, whether it has anything to do with the kids or not. It's the entitlement for me. It's the audacity for me, right? But nonetheless, here we are. So as much as some people, because of their hatred for Mel, want to romanticize Martell and the side chick, there's no positioning, there's no level that she's moved up to. There's nothing. Nothing has changed. Martell has done the same thing as he's always done. He gives this side chick just a little bit of attention a few times a year, where he'll make sure that they're both seen out in public so that she doesn't try to take him to court for child support. And that's really what it is. That's the bottom line, you guys. That's how this works. Right? Because what woman is going to stick around for 10 years, number one, with a man who can't stop discussing his ex-wife, and furthermore, since the divorce, cannot stop trying to find ways to destroy his ex-wife? What woman is sticking around for that other than a woman who has low self-esteem, no self-worth, no self-confidence, and thinks at some point there's some light at the end of the tunnel? And you are devoting 24/7 to making your entire existence at this point about this ex-wife. And if Mel is doing so horrible, like people want to say, why does Martell want access to her money? Why did he want a request for her bank records? Why did he ask for proceeds of Sugar Mama's line? If Mel is quote unquote struggling, right? Like I like that narrative too, that Mel's not doing well and all this and that. Here's the thing. There's no competition. Mel is doing what she wants to do, but you guys keep trying to do this thing where you want to make it seem like, Mel is in competition with other people. She's not. She's just doing her. The problem is you guys were expecting her to still depend on Martell and think that she needed Martell for anything when it was the other way around. She was the one making Martell look good. She was the one that had the builder's license, not Martell. She was the one that had these relationships in real estate and in construction, right? Martell is just a good charmer and finesser, right? That's what he is. He's a charmer and a finesser and a BSer. That's who he is, right? So that's what he did. But Mel was the one that did all the legwork, got the necessary licenses, got the necessary certifications, and so on and so forth. And always had a go-getter mentality. And it's funny now that people are trying to shade Mel having multiple sources of income, which is what you should do, which is what is normal people should do. You should never rely on one job to be your sole bread and butter, because at any point in time, it could change. It could flip the script on you. So I don't understand the shade. If Mel wants to do, more merch, if Mel wants to continue acting, if Mel wants to do more singing, if Mel goes back to doing, the speaking engagement she used to do on, a more regular basis and everything else, that's her prerogative. If Mel wants to write a book, another book, that's her prerogative. Everybody who gets into reality TV, right? They're trying to have all these storylines and they're trying to make it seem like, hey, I'm successful, I'm doing big things. And Mel is doing exactly what Candy Burris did. with her time on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She completely reinvented herself and got herself into acting, got herself into writing plays and putting together different productions. She has multiple restaurants, and the one restaurant is in the football stadium where the Atlanta Falcons play. Kandi completely parlayed this into other things, and now she's getting roles on other TV shows. And now she is getting, roles and producing things on Lifetime. But it's funny that if Mel does any of this, it's a problem. She should be loyal to Love and Marriage Huntsville as her only source of income. No. I think the issue is that everyone else doesn't have that same opportunity, so you want to down Mel for it. But Martell, you had everything. You had the family, you had the money coming in, you guys were considered the power couple, you guys were considered all these things. All you had to do was stop cheating. And Mel gave you even longer than most women would give. She gave you 5 years to get it together. And still you thought that she was going to put up with you, still entertaining the side chick and still going to have your wife and kids in the same household. No. All because your so-called friends that you claim you weren't a cheater until you met them, all because they allegedly cheated on their wives and their wives didn't divorce them, so you thought Mel was like them. But Mel's not like them. And you found out, after round found out that's not the case here. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.